Hello, I'm Keith Waters. About 2.5 years ago now, just before the 2019 Pride events were planned, I put out a tweet reminding Christians that Pride's not really the place for Christians to be at, and that those events can be particularly harmful for children. As a result, my employer, I'm a pastor, but I'm also was at the time employed in a local school. My employer took great offence at this, or at least a number of people contacted the school to say they had taken offence, and the school decided that I brought them into disrepute. And so I've been supported on this journey by Christian Legal Centre, Christian Concern, and many of you have been praying over that time, and that has been great. Really, it would be wonderful to know that you're praying as we come to the Employment Tribunal, which we've been waiting for God's outcome, for His glory, for Him to be able to use this time, for Him to be able to use the words that I speak, that other members of the team speak, that the gospel message will get across, so that we can continue to share the good news in the workplace, that we can continue to look out for the protection of our children in today's society. I believe that this case is really important, particularly in the time that we're living in, a time where the public square nowadays is pretty much social media, as much as anywhere else, and therefore to be silenced by an employer or anybody else, to not be able to share your faith, to not be able to live out your faith, or at least only to be able to do it within the constraints of certain policies that somebody may put on top. That's really important, that we fight for that. Also, children are under so many pressures today and so many risks out there. It's important, I believe, for people to see the risks and to be able to bring up their children in a godly way and look out for children in a godly way. One thing which has really interested me is that since I initially tweeted the tweets that I put out about Pride and its inappropriateness for Christians and danger possibly to children, is that Stonewall has very much been in the news, and for good reasons. It's been in the news because the infiltration of Stonewall policies into government, into the judiciary, into the police, and in my case, and which interests me most, into education, has really come to the fore. It's become a big thing. It's become obvious what's been happening. And so I believe that my case has something to say to that. I believe that supporting people like me and the many others who are caught up in this will be a good way of helping the truth of what is going on in our society to be brought out, for a light to be shone on it.